Welcome to the Stellaris Show. And we are celebrating, guys. 100,000 views on, you guessed it, my how to build a battleship short. So, let me pull this up. Go ahead and look at the analytics. So, right now, this has been out since January 27th of 2023. Let me go ahead and pull this. I hope everybody's doing well. I am certainly doing well. I am doing much better than I was a week ago. That's for sure. Great news. I got so I woke up this morning and I went to my YouTube and bam, it hit me with what I just posted about this morning. Hit me with that screen, So I took a screenshot. I mailed it to myself. It was like, hell yeah, dude. Feels good, man. Feels good. Hey, yo, you got to start somewhere. And I want to appreciate every milestone I get to. This is no different. You know, I don't ever want to forget where I came from, but this short was published 2 years ago. And it has not fallen off a cliff. If anything, it has picked up steam. For when it started, it was getting, it just has gone strong. Like it'll ebb and flow, but like right now it's getting more views every 48 hours than it's ever had. It's growing faster than ever. It's on the uptrend. I don't know why. But you know, it's been my best performing piece of work I've ever had. Hands down. I mean, people must really like it. Now, I made this 2 years ago, and a lot's changed since then, and I have put out a new ship design video, so go ahead and check that out. But I think the design in this video is valid. I don't think it's really it's not what I prefer, but I could see it working in multiplayer games. Maybe even against a computer in certain situations. But yeah, I mean, this is my most successful work ever. I think this is the most successful thing I've ever created. Really. 101,000 views. It's gotten me 289 subscribers. Just from people who watched it and said, fuck yeah, I like that so much, I'm subscribing. That's what that number is. There's probably a lot more. It probably gave me a lot more subscribers than I could even imagine. A large chunk, I'm sure. Because people might have watched this, but then they didn't subscribe, but they're like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. Let me check out some more of his content. At least that's what I would think, right? If I was a normal guy, normal viewer. And then after a couple more videos, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I'll subscribe. Or I'll fuck off or whatever. But I think that 289 plus number is a little low, considering how many people have watched this video. I'm pretty sure this video brought a lot more people into my channel than that one, than that amount. It's also made me $11. Now, for a short, that's actually pretty good. You know, shorts have an abysmal amount of revenue. Like, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But it does make me some, you know, cash is cash, right? So I'm appreciative of that. I'm grateful for that. It says 47% of traffic source is browse features. 42% is YouTube search. By the way, guys, I just want to make an announcement here. This is how I think I'm going to do things from now on. As much as I would love to show you guys me playing in real time, I think it's a lot better for me to just run something in the background or react to one of my plays. You know, one of my half hour long plays. So what I'll do is I'll record it first, and then the show will be me reacting to it. I think this is going to be better in the long run, even though, yeah, you don't get to really see the gameplay live, really, but you do get to see my reaction live, and you still get to hang out with me, and it's still a stream. It's just the gameplay is going to be pre-recorded. That way, if there's any bullshit, if I rage or if I get upset or whatever, I'm a lot less likely to do that after the fact. In fact, I've done similar things before, so yeah. So I think I'm gonna do that from now on. The other reason, at the very least, I'm gonna have what I'm doing now, where I have gameplay running in the background. Even though I'm not doing anything right now in particular, but that'll change. See, this was ripped off of one of my streams, but once I get enough time, which I think I probably will do that today or tomorrow. Well, I want to do it before the next stream. So I'm going to record footage, and I'm just going to concentrate on the gameplay. I'm not streaming. That's the other part of it. You'll get much higher quality work from me. You know, you get much higher quality gameplay from me if I'm not talking and being distracted while I'm doing it. So a lot less pauses, a lot less, you know, messing around. It's just going to be me at my computer by myself, you know, nobody around. So just an hour of straight gameplay. So that's actually how I want to do things from now on. That way, yeah, it's a little less genuine, but I think it makes up for that, for the fact that I won't be raging and there won't be any pauses in the gameplay while I'm doing what I'm doing right now, which is flapping my gums. So that way, also, you guys that are watching me for the gameplay, as much as you are watching me for flapping my gums, or aren't watching me for flapping my gums at all, you just want to see the gameplay, that will appeal to that audience. That'll appeal to you guys out there like that. I respect you guys. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about you. So, but yeah, I think, and then I've been having a lot of specials lately and other things, other than the tier list though. When I have a special or something like this where I just want to talk, I'm gonna have that background gameplay in the background. So, now this hasn't moved for quite some time, so I want to know what the hell is going on. Is it going forward? Well, it looks like it is. It's flashing. Okay. I'll move to something that isn't boring. I'll move it forward a little bit. There. That's the other thing I can do too. Is those moments where I am doing nothing or I'm AFK, I can just skip over it. Pretty sure I can do that. Yeah, it looks like I'm moving my... Okay, good. But yeah, so that's how I think I'm going to try to do it from now on. Also, I think it'll put a lot less stress and pressure on me to perform. I can just focus on talking or whatever, or reacting to the gameplay. It give me a lot more flexibility. I think it's for the best. That way I'm not on the spot too, right? So other than the talking itself, like, I'm not met with any surprises. I pretty much know what I'm in for. I know what already happened. So like I said, is it a little less genuine? Yeah, it's a little less genuine, but not by much. I think the other things make up for it being less genuine. I think it more than makes up for the benefits that doing things that way from now on offers. So, but as with anything new that I try, it might blow up in my face, and I might go back to just recording it live. And sometimes I might do it just because, but I think it's for the best to do things this way from now on, where it's pre-recorded. So, yeah. So if you ever get bored of my voice, you can look at the gameplay instead. Help with my watch time too. So I think it's all around good for everybody overall. But let me know what you think. Yeah, always leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I see a couple people trickling in here. welcome. Also, I forgot to say this. I should have said this in the beginning. But Straight Evolution, if you're out there, you've been in my comment section for a long time now. I really appreciate you, man. And I noticed that you signed up the other day. I want to thank you and recognize you, man. And I want to do that to anybody who becomes a member on my stream as long as I'm doing them. I want to make a point of thanking you guys and recognizing you when you do that. I think it's important. Now, obviously, maybe some people might have a problem with that. If you do, let me know, just in a comment or whatever. Then I might change my policy, but that's my policy right now. I want to take care of you guys that you know decided to entrust me with your money. I really appreciate it, and I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of course. You know, so mad respect. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. Thanks for your investment. I appreciate it. Doesn't matter what the amount is. I appreciate everything I get. You know, no regrets. No expectations. I know we're in tough times, man. Like, I'm only so lucky to be able to even get paid for doing it. Get paid at all. You know? I couldn't imagine having a 9 to 5 today. Well, a lot of you out there, you're doing 3 or 4 of them. So I get it. You know? That's why I do my absolute best not to even give you a whiff that I'm e-begging at all, and I just refuse to. You know, I think really that shit will take care of itself. Okay, it's that stuff's kind of automatic if the more you grow. You know, and that's been my experience, right? You know, since I've raised my subscribers, my revenue, my ad revenue's grown, and really. You know, just your watch time and your views enough for me, guys. You know, if I want more money, then I need to work harder. It's that simple. And I need to work harder, but also, you know, put time in, but also be better. You know, be more entertaining. Have a better format, which is what I've been doing. I've been working on my format, as you guys know. Trying new things. You know, being accountable. Right? I made an apology video recently. You know, got to do that. You know, got to stay accountable to my viewers. And I also want to thank all of you that watched this video today. You just made my day. That pop-up on my phone made my day. When I woke up in the morning, I was feeling okay, but like, you know, I was still waking up. I was like, and then I'm like, snapped me right out of it. I'm like, hell yeah! Clap your hands and stomp your feet, you know? Fucking A, man. Well, I told a lot of you that I was going to celebrate when this happened. Because I was watching this. It was at 90,000. I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I can't wait to celebrate that. I remember Kenshi Tutorial Part 1. I made that many years ago, back in like 2018. I remember when it first got 1,000 views. And I celebrated. I went out to dinner. I might go out today. We'll see. I have a lot going on today, though. I need to record that. I need to pre-record my stream. You know, my gameplay. Do that, and then. But you know, I think I might see if I can do something. We'll see how I feel. But I have been feeling better. There have been routines and things I've been doing behind the scenes. So. I guess I could share with you guys a little bit. So what I've been doing is, I'm not really concerned with time right now. Time as far as like a real schedule, unless my alarm goes off, I really don't pay attention to what time it is. Instead, I pay attention to when I have energy and when I don't. When I feel like doing something, when I don't. Now, I have a checklist. That's what I do. I have a list of required things that I want to get done in my day that I can't neglect, such as working on a video like I did the other day, working on shorts, making sure I create a good backlog for that, which I should be doing that in a few days. But I think I want to get another video out real quick before I do that. And I still got a few days left before it runs out. So I am going to make another batch soon for you members. But yeah, I have things like that on that checklist. Other things like meditation, other stuff I do in my life that just makes me feel better. You know, it's really just, you know, makes me feel better, makes me live better. And then there's, you know, well, it's kind of debatable that cleaning makes me feel good, but it actually does. And I know a lot of people, and I'm sure there's a lot of watching my channel that feel the same way about cleaning, that it's kind of therapeutic, and, you know, and you feel good once you're done and things look nice. You know, they do. It didn't used to be a big priority, with me before, but now that I live alone, I absolutely have to have it on there. I have to be doing it. But the thing of it is, I myself really don't have a lot of control over when I do all this stuff. Because if I were to put all of this stuff on a schedule, I would just get overwhelmed. You know, it's hard enough with what I'm doing now with the stream, with you know, I call people in America in the morning. It's the only time I can talk to them. You know, when I get up at 6, and then I you know, my family, all that stuff, I hang out with them. I already have all these commitments. It's hard enough. So, you know, I just put this stuff on a checklist and I go down it, and I get to it when I get to it. And when I'm ready, I'm ready. And I do that. So I don't even pay attention to the time or any schedule or anything like that. So, I only make it a schedule, and with the, you know, example, this being an example, when it is time sensitive, right? So I could stream at 2 in the afternoon, my time, but I don't think I'm going to get any views considering that it's 2 o'clock in the morning for you guys. Yeah, probably not a good idea, though it is kind of late now. But you guys have shown me through your traffic that that's what you guys want to do. So I think this is going to be a short one, guys. I'm probably going to quit in like half hour or whatever. I might stay an hour. We'll see. If I get chatters, you know, people talking to me, we'll stay an hour. Otherwise, I'll talk a little bit more, and then we'll close it out at 30 minutes. I kind of want to relax anyway and do some other things. Also, well, there's also other things to be done as well. I'm actually hungry. I want to eat. I am kind of hungry. But every time I eat, I want to go to sleep. So, yeah, I'm not going to eat unless I'm ready to go to sleep. Basically is how I'm working today. Thanks, Carnivore. I'll tell you what, though. As far as Carnivore is concerned, one of the things that has absolutely been turned on its head and has changed drastically has been my quality of my sleep. It is much easier for me to doze off. I feel my sleep has been much deeper since I got here, since I started. The first couple weeks, I couldn't sleep at all. But, you know, especially when I got off the meds. By the way, quick disclaimer, of course, when I talk about getting off the meds, I am not suggesting that anyone get off their meds without talking to a doctor. Talk to your doctor first. Do not do what I did. What I did was risky as hell. Don't try this at home, kid. Like I said, talk to your doctor. I do not recommend going off your meds without talking to somebody. I've seen a lot of bad things happen to a lot of good people over that. So what I'm doing now is a risk, and you know what? But so far it's working. But yeah, again, don't try this at home, kids. I am not responsible for your choices and decisions, so don't make me. Talk to your doctor. It's not a good idea for you to practice getting off your meds without talking to someone. But I did get off my meds, and I have been off for I've been off all meds for about a week now. It kind of just happened. Kind of just fell in. I haven't died yet. I haven't gotten a blood clot. So we'll just cross our fingers and see what happens. Because I can't really pay. I really don't have any desire to pay for these meds long term. And I have no idea what damaging effects that they're having on my body. Or if even the, if even the doctors were correct in their diagnosis. Because there's, going carnivore has really kind of opened my eyes about the medical establishments. Now, I don't think it's the VA. I don't think it's the VA per se that's responsible for the medical misinformation that's going on right now, and the current state of the medical establishment. But I think basically, they got to get their meds from somewhere, right? So they definitely have that influence. They're definitely being influenced. But like I said, I think the VA means well. They just do what they're told. What recommended to them. I just think I usually don't talk about stuff like this, but it's something going on. But anyway, side unrelated thing. But yeah, this wow, 100,000. This short. When I made this shortcut, this is one of those pieces of content I've made where I had no expectations with it whatsoever. I didn't even consider this to be my best work. You want a secret? There you go. Now the cat's out of the bag. I wasn't even trying that hard when I made this. Nuts, right? That's what I'm saying. And it's actually one of the things that irritates the hell out of me about this business is that I could put my heart and soul into something and it'll be dead on arrival. No views. Especially if I put a crappy title and a crappy thumbnail. No views whatsoever. I make something like this, casual, off the cuff, not really trying too hard. I mean, I'm not being bad. It's not my worst work. But it was just, just a run of the mill. Oh, I need to make something. Okay, let's make this. It wasn't like I feel passionately about this. I really, feel moved. Like I must make this work. It must be good. I must force it to happen. Yeah, man. I honestly, I don't even know of a video yet that has performed like this where I really, really wanted it to succeed when I made it. It's never happened. Again, going back to that, things never, ever, 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 ever happen the way I want them to. Ever. I'm never satisfied. My default state, right? I have to have training and I have to write things down to get that out of my system. To get that lack of satisfaction out of my system. It's a lack of gratitude, really is. Right? And I wasn't grateful for this video, but look at what it's done. Wow. You guys really like this video. And I don't blame you. It's very straightforward. I've watched it several times and be like, what was the magic sauce in this video? Well, I have a couple theories. The first one is, I think the title. The title really, I think, because battleships are really popular in Stellaris. They're really popular. They, there's a lot of controversy around them, or a lot of people want to know what is the best type of battleship to build, or what are some good builds with battleships. So it's a hot topic. It's seems to have been for a long time. It's highly searched. So that was the first thing. And then, and then my particular format, I think that was when I really started stepping into the no bullshit approach of just get straight to the point, give you the information and move on, that kind of thing. You guys know me. I am not a fan of holding you there, unless I'm streaming, holding you there for 30 minutes to answer a one simple fucking question. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in that. And honestly, look, I know some of these YouTubers that do this mean well, and they may not have ill intentions. They may just be doing what they're told or what was recommended to them, but it's manipulative. That format is manipulative. Plain simple. There, I said it. It is. It's a form of manipulation. You're trying to manipulate somebody out of their watch time. Bullshit. I won't do it. I won't do it. I refuse to do it. I don't care if it makes me more money. You know what? I'll put some more videos out. It's fine. Right? I don't care about the money as much as I do the integrity. You know? Now, I'd love to be rich and have integrity at the same time. You know, see, what is this idea? Another idea I have never understood in my life, and I know this is completely off the rails here, right? This idea that I've got to choose one or the other. I've never understood. Hasn't anybody ever heard of the concept of win-win? I guess maybe just me. Sometimes it feels that way. No, dude, something doesn't have to be off in order to be on. I don't have to give up something in order to get something, necessarily. Sometimes, yes. Yes, sometimes, but that is not an immutable law of the way things are. I don't believe that that is a principle. I believe that is just something that happens sometimes, but I don't think that's the way the world works. You know, there are many situations I've been in where I've been able to get the best of both worlds. I've been able to have both. Or have, you know, everything. To an extent. It just wasn't in the way I wanted it. But yeah, like, so, look, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm just talking shit right now. I'm just, like I said, when we celebrate, when we just have a offshoot, you know, we're not really doing a lot of play, you know, we're not focusing on the game for that stream. Yeah, I just talk shit. Basically. You know. Now this footage was taken from my previous my recent pacifist playthrough that I did with you guys. So hope you enjoy that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the concept of both was always something, because I hate choosing one thing over another. I hate that. I've never liked it. I mean, I've accepted it as like the way things are sometimes. Sometimes things are like that, right? But for me, I am always looking for a way to have both. I am never satisfied and almost refuse to settle for you have to pick this or that as an answer. I am always looking for a third alternative. I am always looking for a way to where everybody gets what they want. And that we don't have to give up anything here. You just do things this way and you're good. You know? Of course, sometimes that's impossible, right? A lot of times. That it just doesn't happen. It's not possible, right? But like I said, I don't think that's the law of the way things are. That this idea that you can't have your cake and eat it too. In some situations you can, but in others you can't, right? Some things, yes, you have to give something up in order to get something. Yeah. And sometimes you do have to choose between one or the other, but generally, me personally, I like the option both. Always. when I can get both, I will do whatever I can to get both. I don't like letting go of nothing. Anyway, so this, yeah, wow, 92,000 more than usual. I need to do some work, guys. That's not good. what can I do to make all of my videos get this much traffic, right? or more, right? Well, I'm only half joking. But no, I mean, that is an interesting thought experiment though. Like what do I need to do to pump these out on a regular basis? You know? I mean, I think some of what I'm doing is working. So, you know what? Let me look. Let me look at my analytics here. Okay. Analytics. What videos are hot right now? Looking at my top 10 or 20. So we got the how to build a battleship. That thing is on fire. Like that thing is just a meteor comet, man. Like it just keeps going and going. It's just it's been on fire for years. It's been my biggest performer, obviously. It's got 100,000. But then the ship design video, the one I made in August, was very well received. It is on fire too. It is just slaying. It is consistent as hell. It is just, you know, it is popping off. It's been popping off ever since it came out. So I appreciate that, guys. And what's really nice about this video, I have a lot of sentiment tied to this video because this was the first video I made after I moved. And I really thought that this video was going to suck. I did, guys. I thought that you guys weren't going to like this because of the lower quality, it was a lot more casual than my last ship design video. But you know what? That was all in my head, man. It was all in my fucking head. You know how much this fucking video has now? Take a look. How many views does it have? Hold on. Gotta look again. 23,000 views. Now, for me, that's huge, right? That's immense. Okay. Obviously, for a lot of bigger YouTubers, this ain't shit. But I mean, it's all relative, right? This is a wild success. This video. You guys, I mean, it made me 37 bucks. Thanks. Appreciate it. 64 subscribers. And I made this almost 6 months ago. If that, yeah, doing very well. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you for liking this video. Thank you for, thank you. I'm glad that this video worked. I didn't think it was my best work, but you know what? I was desperate. I was like, dude, I haven't uploaded in a while. I need to upload something. I need to get back on the horse where I need to get back up. So this was me getting back up symbolically. So this means a lot to me, guys, that you guys are giving this so much traffic. Really appreciate it. It really encouraged me. This video, honestly, this video encouraged me. There were quite a few days several months ago where, like, this was one of the highlights. Things I had to look forward to was like looking how this performed. Not saying that that's right or wrong, but just saying it was encouraging to have one of the first videos I made after moving to the Philippines to get this kind of traffic. So again, I just want to thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Let's see some other bangers. What are my top performers right now? So we got let me pull it back up. Just being stingy. Okay. Yeah, so the 3.14 ship design guide, okay, that was really good. Stellaris tips placing research labs. Now, this one was kind of a sleeper for a while. It didn't really it was a slow starter for sure. It didn't start out amazing. But it has been popping off. It has been catching fire recently. I guess people really like it. I must have said something that made sense. So it's got 26,000 views. Back in, let's see here. So it's been out since, Placing Research Labs has been out since 2023. May 30th. Okay. So it's been out for a couple years. But its growth, excuse me, sorry, yawning. I might need to end my stream. But its growth started, well, you know, the growth of this has always been kind of solid, just not, you know, it's ebbed and flowed. It's recently started uptrending. Its biggest uptrend has been recently. So this has been, yeah, this has just been getting hotter and hotter. So now it's like my number 3. Let me see if I can get back that screen. No, of course not. So the next one is my Megacorp video. Yeah, dude. Like Megacorp was another one. This has been on fire for years. Honestly, this was really important for me too, because this started a new format that I did for a while. This actually started it was the first of my build guides. Before then, I was just doing, you know, guides about whatever, but this was the first one where I drilled down on a specific build. Not thematic, but, you know, basically your typical Megacorp Empire and also your criminal syndicate. What that looks like on average. You know, a good way to start doing that. Well, the other reason it was cool is because it basically the thumbnail here was actually revolutionary for me. I came up with this out of nowhere and it looked so good. I was like, okay, I'm putting this on here. And I used a couple design concepts that I had learned over the years to make this, because I noticed that my thumbnails up until this point were extremely lacking. I was not a fan of them. Like, for example, I think if I had made a different thumbnail, like a thumbnail like this for declaring war, it would probably have a lot more views, to be honest, because it looks terrible. I've actually thought about redoing a lot of the thumbnails on some of my videos, but I've got to be careful with that, because I've had bad experiences in the past where I've changed a thumbnail and the views like got cut in half, or just it basically killed the video. So, but I think I'm pretty confident with my style of thumbnail making now that I could make a pretty good thumbnail for all of these older videos, like declaring war and vassals. Also, vassals, you guys must be getting into subjects again, because vassals is popping off. It's been popping off for months now. Yeah, just honestly, a lot of my older videos are starting to pop off now. I think YouTube is finally showing them to a broader audience. Finally. That's my guess. My guess is it's finally showing them to the rest of the Stellaris viewers that's in that pool, you know what I mean? The pool of available watchers for Stellaris. You know, finally dipping into that pot a little more. So that's good. But let's name a couple more that are doing really well. Let's see. Honestly, most of my build guides, really, you guys really like my build guides, especially with that thumbnail format. They're consistent. Well, also not the build guides also, but also the mastery guides. I did the research mastery and the economic mastery. Yeah, that was actually the first one where I had that thumbnail format. I think the thumbnail was a big part of why these particular videos that had that thumbnail were successful. That's my hunch, but again, I can only guess at this shit, so, you know. Yeah, but they're pretty much all up there. Now, you guys are still liking the fleet composition video. I definitely need to update that at some point. I mean, I updated the ship design video. It's just the thing of it is, I have been monohuling lately, so it's I'm kind of a little unmotivated to come out with that video because I'm like, I don't even have a strat that I do that with. I don't even do that. So, I don't even have a fleet composition. So, I mean, I don't really feel comfortable with telling people what the right one is when, nah, just monohull and you're good. But I could do like niche fleet compositions or whatever. So let's see. Are there any of my... So most of the stuff that's up on the top is stuff that I've come out with a while ago. I'm not... Okay, the Starhold one seems decent. So you should get a Starhold fast in Stellaris. Theme. How's that been doing? Views. How many? Give me the analytics. Oh, it's only got 87 views. Okay, that doesn't count. I want to know if any of the shorts that I've released, because it's been a while since I looked at this. I want to know if any of the shorts I released recently have done anything after I came out with them. Let's see. Any of these in 2025? Okay. Manager. Anything that came out late. So synthetic fertility, that's another decent one. It's not as good as the other build guides, but hey, it's still decent, so thank you. I think it's just because synthetic fertility isn't that popular. It kind of sounds... It has a really lame name, dude. They should have named it... Honestly, I don't know why they didn't name this biotransference. If they had named this biotransference, dude, it would be so much more popular, dude. People would get it. They'd be like, oh, that's what they mean? Yeah, fuck yeah. I get to be a Necron. Let's go. You know, I mean, that is like... That's unfortunate that they named it synthetic fertility. That sounds like the whole fertility thing, and not as popular of a word as, like, you know, biotransference, I think. I don't know. It just... Biotransference sounds better, which is really what it is anyway. Synthetic fertility sounds just... It doesn't sound like, for one, what does that mean even? Like, I don't know. But anyway, it's good. So this is interesting. I made How to Build Walls in 7 Days to Die, a short on that, back in December of 2022. I tell you right now, my 7 Days to Die content irritates the hell out of me. Wow. So, okay. So it's had 10,000 views. And it started upward trending last July, I think. Or this July, I can't remember. I think it was this July. Yeah, I think it was this July. But that really... And it basically did nothing for, like, months. It did nothing. It was just dead on arrival. I actually really hate that about YouTube. Like, okay, why didn't you give me those impressions now? Why? I don't get it. I like... If it was gonna do this good, why... It just... Yeah, I know it's an instant gratification thing, but, like, still, dude, like... See, this is why I can't have nice things. Because I have no idea that it was going to have these amount of views. So what do? Do Do I keep making videos like this that are dead on arrival? Basically gambling on them turning into this later on? Or do I go for something else that's going to get me views immediately? That's kind of the question. You know, that's what I struggle with. So, and there really is no right or wrong answer. I think it's really just the way life is. You know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And so when it comes to 7 Days to Die, I decided to fold them. I don't think I regret that decision. But you know what? I'm getting into 7 Days to Die again, so we'll see. Maybe with my new format, I can easily make... Well, I could take that playthrough video I did and chop it up. See what happens. I could always do that. See, the beauty about my new format, I can chop up just about anything that I have on my channel. You know, I've done so much work already. Why not take that work and multiply? You know, that's why industrialization works so well. You're just taking basic resources and you're just multiplying their use exponentially. But anyway, yeah. How to build walls, that's surprising. Well, let me see one last thing and then we're gonna call it, because I'm not getting any traffic and I just wanted to. So, oh yes, Medieval Dynasty. Let's look at that. I mean, how much time was this? So I made this in January of last year. And it was basically dead for months. And then it finally started picking up speed. It's just gradually grown since then, and now it's got 10,000. But what really annoys the hell out of me is that it has a very bad like ratio. And I hardly... Like, I didn't understand that either. So this is bizarre. Okay. I'm looking at... I don't even understand what the hell this means. The retention... It says 80% of viewers are still watching around the 0.30 minute mark, which is above typical. Okay. It dips and then it goes right back up. It spikes right back up. So what the hell is in the beginning that makes it dip like that? See, this is a shit I don't understand about YouTube, man. Just saying. And yeah, there's videos that explain it. They suck. Trust me. They suck at explaining this shit. I haven't seen one good video. Look, I have a rant there that nobody watches, and I don't blame them for not watching it. But I rant for basically 2 hours about this issue, about the YouTube advice community, where like 80% of what they say is just regurgitated dog crap. It has no value. It doesn't help you at all to get better or to get viral or get anything. You know, it's basically misinformation. It's misinformation at best, or they are tips that will only help you if you already have a big channel. They won't help you if you're a small channel. Like, for example, adding all your videos to playlists. That's really, in the grand scheme of things, as a small channel, that doesn't matter at all. That's something you do when you have like 1 million subscribers or 100,000 or whatever. When you have like at least my numbers, right? Now, I do it. I will add playlists because they do make a difference for me, where I'm at now. But back then, fuck no, dude. When I had 0, no. Playlists did not do anything. But I'm not going to make another 2-hour rant about that. I already have that video. So, in fact, I'm thinking about just chopping that up also. Chopping that up. Maybe redoing it, taking it down, and, you know, actually editing it. But we'll see. But anyway, if any of you are interested to know why I think very poorly of the YouTube help community, yeah, just watch that video. Though it's all over the place. It's a 2-hour rant. Just letting you know, grab a drink and a snack. And some popcorn or whatever the hell you want to eat. Because, yeah, it's a doozy. Anyway, guys, I'm done talking. I want to go relax. I mean, not getting any chatters, so it's cool. I mean, we're not playing any games right now, so I don't blame anybody for not engaging. It's cool. I'm not mad. Not mad, bro. But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys. And I said I was going to celebrate, so that's what I did. You guys have a good one. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. Coming off this buzz. I've had a really good past couple days. Yeah. Here's the future. Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I think I'm going to be there. Well, I wanna record gameplay tonight, and then I think I will review it tomorrow with you guys. I'll react to it tomorrow, and we'll focus on the gameplay for once. I think we've gone too long without doing that, so we'll go ahead and do that. This just came out of nowhere, so I had to do this today, guys. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.